Hi, I'm Ludo Kokkelkorn from PUM Netherlands Senior Experts, and I'm very happy to give you an introduction about entrepreneurship, artificial intelligence, and business ideas. And this is done for the hackathon for teens in IA, and I'm very glad and honored to give you a kind of introduction. And my idea is that we could um, go from plastic waste in the ocean to new products for sale. And that is what I'm trying to explain. The content of my presentation is more or less explaining something about myself, um, that I went to Entrepeneurship in 2015. It's a management consulting organization in Tanzania, and I'm now happy to be involved in the Teens in IA, organized by UUZ Forum, also from Tanzania, and I'm glad to support something in improving the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. First of all, I will show you some differences between the real and artificial intelligence, and after that I will continue about entrepreneurship and creating new business opportunities together with artificial intelligence. Here you see me and two members of the team of Entrepeneurship visiting in 2015 the Bugullo Island between Dar es Salaam and Zanzibar, and I enjoyed being at the ocean and seeing how beautiful Tanzania is all about. So this is real. Here again, a picture of a real situation, training for Tanzanian entrepreneurs, and which was very interesting and happy to do. But in the canoe you see my face, but the canoe is artificial. So the combination of real and the human interface is a new challenge for the near future. Here you can see a picture of a huge report on artificial intelligence and the international aspects of that. And a team of international researchers did some work to find out how IA can be used to support the United Nations Development Goals. And as you can see on the top, number one is improving good health and well-being. And that is more or less also my contribution to teens in IA. Now we are coming to a huge challenge in the real world, seeing that plastic pollution is in the ocean all over the world. And for example, turtles have problems with that, staying in nets of the fishermen, but that is real. But on the other hand, you can see that Tess Krombach created a new product or new work of art with trash to do something about that United Nations goal to clean the ocean. And Nancy Arts is one of the Dutch entrepreneurs who is creating new jewels out of the plastic trash. So the question is how to clean up the ocean and make new products out of that. So on the picture you see a big vessel and equipment of Buoyant Slut, who is working on cleaning oceans worldwide. Very interesting contribution to look at, and that might be also something for Tanzania as well. Now we are coming to examples of already existing artificial intelligence. One is very famous, that for example Sandbox or Horizon World are really virtual worlds designed to give people a kind of pleasure going into that virtual world selling real plots or drinks or houses to create that real world. I'm sorry, to create a virtual world, but with real money. And a second one is Oedipus Brewing, because there you can see a combination of the real and virtual world. You can have a real drink in that brewing, and you can see how it's produced, but on the walls of that brewing you can see the virtual world. So it's really a funny place to stay, that you have a combination of real and virtual things. A third one is also interesting to look at and to listen to is BirdNet. BirdNet is recognizing birds by recording sound. So you can recognize perhaps 500 birds only by recording sound. And especially for all of us, it might be very interesting to use something like MS Translator. Now everyone speaks 100 languages within 10 minutes with use of these kind of tools. So you can skip years of learning several languages by using these kind of tools. So that is a very pleasant thing when you are young. Now we are coming to your part of the job. Teens in IA running and doing a hackathon and creating or using new artificial intelligence. So it's a combination of young people who are creative and think about new solutions, make use of things like horizon worlds or even better things for the whole world, for things like saving the turtles. And it has to do with cleaning the ocean, make use of that waste, create new products, and also create a new income for you or your family. So that is really interesting to look at. Now we are more or less finishing, but also the most difficult slide of this presentation. How can we go from plastic waste in the ocean to new products for sale? Step one is, how can we find the plastic on the beach or in the ocean? And of course, you walk around and you look what you can find, but a drone or underwater robots might help. You need GPS equipment to detect where the plastic is, but in the end, artificial intelligence decides the effective way to catch it, how to go from one place to the other to collect that waste. Second step is really collecting it, and then you need equipment. Boy and Slat and others created new equipment to get that plastic out of the ocean. But it's very interesting also to look for the local situation in Dar es Salaam and Zanzibar, if you can use the help of the local fishermen. Maybe they need some extra equipment, but they can collect also plastic besides of the fish. But artificial intelligence decide which plastic is useful, because there are 30 different types of plastic, and there are some which can be used for recycling and others are more difficult ones. The third step is how to make new products out of trash. And then you need things like a plastic shredder or 3D printer, but a female entrepreneur, Eline Stiphout of Plastics Montfort in the Netherlands, they showed how that can be done. She has plastic shredders and 3D printers, but that is equipment that you can also use in Tanzania as well. Then you come to the creation of products, and designing and making new jewels or furniture or even houses. And I showed you in this presentation examples of Nancy Aerts and Tessie Krombach, who did that before. But it's also very interesting to look at the Tanzanian situation and how can this be done and improved. But you might need artificial intelligence to optimize production processes, especially the differences between the plastics, making use of high-tech equipment, but also of the human intelligence of being creative when you design a jewel or furniture. And the fourth, but not most easy thing to do is how really sell these products. And you have offline and online business. You might be used to that, but two things are important also for this hackathon. Is on the one hand is improve the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, but also create your income, because that is entrepreneurship is all about. Of course, you need also an income to live, but also to invest in your business. And in the end, it would be great that we improve the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. And artificial intelligence is a great tool to communicate and manage your business. And that is more or less the presentation. So now we are coming to the Q&A, questions and answers, and give the teens in IA the opportunity to send me some questions via email, and I will respond as soon as possible. So coming to an end, I think cleaning the ocean, doing something good for the environment, creating new businesses in a new creative way together with artificial intelligence would be great to work on. Thank you very much, teens in IA, and organizing this hackathon, and it would be great to continue our cooperation together with PAM Netherlands senior experts. Thank you very much.